Today we're going to be killing our opponent from infinite health, just like that. Hello there, random person on the internet. Today we're playing more infinite combos. Yes, this is what I look like. Now, let's get right into a game. On the play, and I'm not loving this land situation, so let's mulligan, and I can work with this. Let's just get rid of this extra forest. Play a tapped land, pass the turn. Plays a forest. Play a land, cast Birthing Ritual. This allows me to sacrifice a creature at the end of my turn and put a card from the top 7 cards of my library with mana value 0 to sacrifice creature's mana value +1 onto the battlefield. Pass the turn since I have nothing to sacrifice. Opponent plays a land. Cast Query and Beastcaller. Passes the turn, I draw a cat, I play land. Cast my Molten Gatekeeper. Go to my end of turn phase. Sacrifice 1 Gatekeeper to get another one. What does that card even do? Well, it burns their face and costs 1 mountain to unearth it. So this is combo piece number 1. Pass the turn. They read my cards for a little bit before they play a Cavern of Souls, followed up by a Kudama of the West Tree. Looks like our opponent's going to be ramping. I'm just gonna let it go through. Since I'm a combo deck, I don't really care about board presence or how much mana he has. Looks like he just picks another forest and pass the turn. I draw another piece of my combo. I'll show you what she does in a bit. I play a cat, deal 1 damage to their face, go to my end step, see what's on top of my deck, sacrifice the poor cat, and grab a Basking Broodscale. This card reads, whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on Basking Broodscale, create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token with sacrifice this creature, add 1 colorless mana. Deal 1 damage to their face and pass the turn. Oh man, we're so close. We just need mana and we can play our 3 card combo. Unfortunately, our opponent has other plans. Threatening to remove my Broodscale, I adapt 1 and create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi, which then triggers a damage to their face, and I finally let my Broodscale die. Just to add insult to injury, our opponent plays a second ram through, killing our Gatekeeper. I mean, it doesn't really matter though, it has Unearthed, and it's basically free. So, I let them hit me for 6. Health is just a resource after all, right? They add another forest to their battlefield. Oh, and I get probably the best top deck I could have. Then I play a Path of Annihilation. I only care about the first part that basically says I can tap Eldrazi's for 1 colored mana of my choice. This card's really cool because it spawns 2 0/1 Eldrazi's on its own, so if I get to untap next turn, that's basically just 4 mana waiting for me. I look at the top of my deck, none of these really interest me, I'd rather have the mana, and I pass the turn. Alright opponent, this is your last chance. You gotta kill me this turn or it's GG. Ooh, it looks like our opponent cast Bousseiju who endures. Well, they targeted the wrong thing, so I'm very happy with that. Birthing Ritual got more than enough value. Let me just grab my Surveil land and look at the top of my deck real quick. I kinda have everything I need, so I'll just keep that right there. Opponent casts Ranger class. I don't think he realized yet, but next turn is kinda game, so everything he's doing right now is pointless. He swings in for 7, and I just let it go through. Let's give him a little cheeky good game. Oh, it looks like he gets 2 more mana. That's really good for him. But considering he's all tapped out, I don't think he has much of a chance now. Play a land. Unearth both Gatekeepers. Hit his face for 1. Tap my Eldrazi for green, and then sacrifice him. Play Basking Broodscale that I top decked last turn. Hit him in the face for 2 real quick, and then play the last combo piece, Rosie Cotton of the South. When Rosie enters the battlefield, she creates a food token. Whenever I create a token, she puts a +1/+1 counter on target creature. I mix this with Basking Broodscale, who creates a token whenever it gets a +1/+1 counter, and it repeats. And of course you have to give a little bit of credit to Molten Gatekeeper for dealing 1 damage to their face, or 2 in this case, every time I do this combo. I do this until the stack equals their health total, and then either decline action or give the buff to someone else. See, isn't this fun? I mean, they signed up for Historic, right? That's on them. There's no way this deck is consistent though, right? Because like, this is just me cherry picking games that I win. Well, I'm sorry to say, but that's not true at all. I only lost 1 game while making this video. Now let's see what happens when your opponent taps out. Wait. What happened there? That wasn't right. Oh, it's the one game I lost. That's right. Well, let's see how to beat this, huh? To start off, opponents on the play, they have a turn 1 minion that heals them. I play my Ocelot. They play a land. Oh, it's a Voice of the Blessing aggro deck. That makes sense. It's just a beatdown deck. So basically, opponent hit the nuts when it came to this like draw. I think they probably got one of the best draws they could have, but then again, there's a lot of things that heal and a lot of things that get benefits from healing. So yeah, opponent just got a turn 4 flawless win. So yeah, that's what happens when you go against aggro and get a bad draw. Now let's see what happens when you go against a deck that heals every time you summon a minion. Ooh, I'm on the draw with a decent hand. I haven't talked about Malevolent Rumble yet, but it's this card on the right here. Kinda does everything I'm looking for. It creates an Eldrazi, it looks at the top cards of my deck, I pick out a permanent. Anything I don't pick out, it gets put in my graveyard. Opponent plays a plane, followed up by a Legion's Landing, then passes the turn. I play a plane so I can cast Soul Warden, which heals me every time a creature enters the battlefield. Pass the turn and opponent plays a land. Oh, you don't love to see that. Opponent plays Authority of the Council. Now that probably wouldn't be so bad if I wasn't creating so many tokens and just healing him so much. And of course I don't run enchantment removal. I don't run any removal. Now I'm gonna do you a favor here and speed this up because nothing really happens until later in the game. We just kind of play creatures, attack a little bit, heal a little bit, and I guess that's not that interesting. I don't find it that interesting. While that's being sped up in the background though, I'm just gonna ask you real quick, go click that like button, maybe the subscribe, leave a comment, and let's get back into it. Alright, basically I sped up, he has a couple more creatures, he has 31 health, and I have 19. There was one important card though, and I played 2 of them. Remember that cat I've been talking about? Yeah, that one, Ocelot Pride, which is just an absolute snowball of a card, creating 1/1 cat tokens at the end of your turn every time you heal, and then doubling every token created that turn if you have 10 or more permanents. Like I was saying, I have 2 of these, and yes, it doubles the double. So let's see what that looks like, huh? Opponent attacked with everything last turn, so I do the same. I swing in for 3, heal for 2, and go to my end step. Luckily, I have Molten Gatekeeper to counteract his Authority of the Council, otherwise he'd just be healing. But instead, he just stays at the same health this entire time. Find nothing good at the top 7 cards of my library, so I just do nothing. And let's do that thing where we speed up again because, yeah, this is a 20-minute game and I don't want to make it that long of a video. Hey, if you made it this far, just comment Ocelot oh my gosh, words. Ocelot Pride for the win. There you go. I did it. I got there. Hey, look, we finally get to untap with a Broodscale, and let's just do this. I play Helping Hand here, allowing me to pull a creature with 3 or less mana value out of my graveyard. And then just simply unearth the other Molten Gatekeeper. So now, every time a creature is put into the play, he heals 1, but then takes 2 damage. So now I just have to, well, spawn 66 creatures, right? That's all. I'm gonna let the rest of this play out for you. Now remember, Ocelot of the Pride doubles every creature token that entered the battlefield this turn, and I have 3 of them. So that means just 4 creature tokens that enter the battlefield that turn actually equals 32. Now in the moment, I wasn't doing the math, I was just kind of having fun, so I played a certain number till I thought it seemed good, and then pressed OK. Well, here come the triggers. Oh yeah, because I'm spawning creature tokens, I have to give everything buffs? 1 second. Oh, that was the first doubling. Here's the second one. Let me know how you guys like this editing style. I know this part of the video is kind of like slower, but the first half of it is pretty quick and I spent a lot of time editing this video. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And the third doubling. And each time I sped this up, I sped it up twice as much just to show you like the exponential growth of this. I don't know. Hope you guys see it. All that and just a couple extra triggers to spare. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. And if you did, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.